Hi guys, welcome to the Oasis Healing Temple. For today's reading, we are going to be tuning into the elements that are represented by the crystals here on the board. And we're going to receive a significator card to help you choose which pile, which element has a message for you. So let's go ahead and ask for a card for pile number 1, please. Those who choose the element for pile number 1, can we please get, whoa. Let's redo that, and we'll ask more specifically for a single card. One card for pile number 1, please. Can we get one card for pile number 1? And the element represented for pile number 1. Okay, pile number 2, one card for pile number 2. The element represented for pile number 2. Woo. One card, please. I just need one. Pile number 3. One card for pile number 3, and yours flipped over too. Okay. Let's sync up our crystals and the cards. Okay, so your choices for the readings are, we have Ocean, Ebb and Flow, and that is with the aquamarine square representing the element of Earth. So this reading is going to tap into the Earth elementals to deliver a message for those of you drawn to the crystal, the element, or the card Ocean. For pile number 2, we have Dream Time and Creation, and that is with this amethyst dodecahedron, and this is the spirit, the element of spirit. So that is for those drawn to Dreamtime, amethyst, or the spirit element. For pile number 3, we have Stone People, and that is with Rose Quartz Pyramid for the element of fire. Okay, so if you're drawn to Stone People, the Rose Quartz, or the fire element, this is your reading. Okay, those are the 3 choices for the readings today. Pause the video if you need more time to meditate and choose which reading is for you. The timestamps will be located in the description box below, and I will see you all at your readings. Welcome, pile number 1. This is your reading. You chose the Ocean, Ebb and Flow card with our square aquamarine cube representing the element of Earth. So let's see what the element of Earth has a message for you about. And what I think is so unique is, yes, we are receiving a message from the element of Earth, but we received the Ocean card to go with this aquamarine crystal. And aquamarine is a very watery stone. It is the stone of Pisces, which is a water sign, and they are very intuitive, they're very psychic, they're dreamlike, they're very nurturing and comforting, they're very wise. They are at the end of the zodiac, so they represent the accumulation of all the lessons learned. And we have it with the Ocean, Ebb and Flow card, which connects these two, the reading with the crystal, of course. which is typical for my readings. But there is a message coming through from Earth, from the element of Earth, about going with the flow and maybe allowing yourself to release something that is in the root chakra, something that has been that you've been holding on to for a long time, because the element of Earth represents our roots. It is our physical body. It is what we nurture and what we grow from, where all of creation stems from. It has to be rooted in the physical and the element of Earth. So let's see what the water element coming through the earth element wants us to know. What do we need to let go of? What do we need to be more fluid in? Maybe this is a message to go into the emotional body, to heal something from the emotional body. But we're going to look to see, because could also be the subconscious mind, the depths of our awareness, of our perception and everything, our psychic abilities, our gifts, etc. So we have Trinity 25. So more about balance. The sound of the universe. Yeah, I believe. Let's get some more cards. Hang on. Fire element. What? We have warrior, passion, and fearlessness. So we have the fire also coming through. So we have earth, water, and fire here. And I feel there's this transformation that's going to be taking place through this ebb and flow of going with the flow, allowing yourself to feel, to move, to trust, to open up, to expand. Yeah, there's an element of surrender here. Flower of life, inspiration, awe, and dreams. The water. The water is also, it is an element of nurturing, of self-care, self-love, tending to the soil. The soil has to be watered, it has to be nourished, it has to have our, our attention poured onto these seeds so that they germinate and prosper. So it's like a nurturing the seed, and the seed is what gets planted in the soil. And the soil represents, it's like our mind, but it's the physical body of the mind of the physical body. It's like the belief system. And you have to nurture your beliefs in order for them to manifest. And what this is saying is that there is a need to nurture some kind of passion and desire, and to focus on this beautiful creation, to put your love and attention, your mind, your heart, your soul, into this beautiful creation here. This seed that needs to be germinated so that it can bloom and prosper. And we have Kabbalah, tree of life, integration, life lessons, and emanation. This seed, in order for it to get these strong roots, it has to be tended to. It has to have that balance of fire and water, right? If we put too much of our mental focus on something, we can burn out. We get tired when we're constantly trying to create and push and do and go all the time. We end up experiencing burnout. Our bodies can't sustain that level of energy. We have to take time out to nurture ourselves, and that's when we tap into our water element. And the water element is what soothes the mind. It relaxes the mind, it relaxes the body and the emotions. It allows us to rest, and that's how we nurture ourselves. That's how we provide that self-care, because we know when to apply water to the soil, because we're dried out from overwork, and we need to apply that nurturing, watering soothing salve to the fire. You know, from working so hard to create something, we need to take time out to allow ourselves to nurture and self-heal and regenerate the energy to hold, to sustain the foundation of the seed. You know what I mean? So if we can see the fire as our sun, and that's the passion to create and to grow and to expand, and everybody wants to do this. Yes, we always want to grow, we always want to move forward, we're always wanting to create because it's in our nature. But we also have to temper that fire with the water, and the soil will dry up and the seed will die. So it needs that cooling, nurturing, watering, that soothing tenderness of the water to keep the soil moist so that it doesn't burn up and dry out and burn up, you know. It needs the water. And this is what sustains those healthy roots, because there's this balance of fire and water. So the seed that's planted in the earth can grow and reach that full bloom, that flowering energy, where eventually we grow the fruit that we can then harvest, because we put this work in. We found the balance of the elements here. We have why. Let's see what else goes with this why. Between worlds. Okay, so there's, yeah, the why do we need to do this? We're trying to manifest something, right? We're trying to extract something from the matrix, from the source of creation, from the void, and giving it love and light, and giving it that full, beautiful bloom. And this is how we pull something from the ethers in order to manifest something in the physical world. We have to be able to nurture that perspective, nurture the seed that's within the mind to grow. It's like, if you believe it, you know, believe it until you see it. It's not the other way around. I'll believe it when I see it. It's believe it until you see it manifest. And you'll start to, things have to take place in the spiritual realm, in the unseen realm, before they can physically manifest. Because when we're putting all of our focus and our intention on this creation, this manifestation, the more we tend to the soil, the more we're nurturing it, we're watering it, we're fueling it with our passions and our thoughts and our love, it starts to build density, and it starts to crystallize, and until it finally physically manifests. It has to come through the dimensions and break down into solid matter. And so first, yes, it starts out as that thought, and then we keep nurturing that thought. We're extracting it from, you know, the void, and so we're giving it substance. We're, by formulating it and loving it and applying the different, you know, elements to it, the earth, air, fire, and water. These are the elements of creation, and that's how we build this bridge from the spiritual to the physical. And it requires us to love and nurture it, and to understand why we want to manifest this. Why do we want to create this? Are our intentions pure? Because if they are coming from a place where, you know, this thing you're wanting to create is something that benefits all, then it materializes quicker. We get the okay, the approval from source to bring this forth, to give it strong roots, you know, because it's serving the many versus something that is more self-serving. And the wait is worth it. I'm just going to say that. Let's see what else we have. Soulmates. Yeah, and see, for me, this is also balancing, learning to balance the masculine and the feminine energies too, because they are represented by the elements. The air and the fire are masculine energies, whoops, and the water and earth elements are the feminine energies. And so it's knowing, when do I need to tap into my masculine energies, and this is the seed of thought. The pattern, which is the seed, And then we have the fire, which is the passion to create, you know, the energy that is applied to the thought. And then we nurture that thought with our water, with our feminine energies, that is nurturing and providing, and the earth, which is the physical manifestation of the goal here that you're trying to achieve. And it's finding and balancing all of these aspects, the doing and the being, the giving and receiving, the watering, the growing, all of those aspects and energies. Truth be told, yeah, I see this, there's this window of opportunity, you know, and being able to use your wisdom and see things with such clarity and such vision and deep understanding. Truth be told, let's see what else the element of earth has here. We have justice. By the power 3 by 3, Matt, deliver justice to me. And we have the scales here, so we have more of the balance coming in, right? And we have 14, 41 and 14, so there's this mirroring effect here like we have right here. What we hold within is what we're going to see reflected in the world around us. So if you have this faith and you're holding on to this vision, this beautiful creation here, it needs to have that solid foundation, you know, with balance with all of the energies and the elements. So it's this perfect balance, this perfect mixture of each ingredient, you know. And what's funny is, where did I see it? We have card 3 and we have 31 here, so there's another, there's a 4. The Trinity is the 3 here. And we have 29, so we have 11, 32, and a 5. So lots of beautiful shifts and changes here. We have 2 5s, 55. We actually have 5 5s, so 5 5 5 5. And then we have a mirroring taking place as well. And this balance and stability of following your passions, but also listening to your body. We have ascendant, your rising sign, and your midheaven, your soul purpose. Last card, you are perfectly imperfect. Okay, so we have, yeah, this heart chakra here. Remaining in your heart, that is where the balance lies, is in the heart space, because the heart is in the center of the, when we look at a tree, right, we have the branches, we have the roots, and we have the trunk. And the trunk represents, you know, the present. It's also like our heart. And we have the energies of the spiritual and the physical, and we stand in the center. And then we have the masculine. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. The dog started going off. I know that can scare a lot of people. So, yes, we have to remain in our center and in our heart space, because this is where we are grounded in the present moment to be able to tap into these energies so that we can manifest our purpose and stay in our true north, you know, in our authentic selves. As we start to ascend and gain more experience and knowledge, we tend to lean more towards being our rising signs. We resonate a little bit more with them versus our sun sign. So maybe if you're not into astrology, maybe look that sign up to see what energies of this particular rising sign you resonate with, because that will also tell you a little bit more about, you know, your own personal energies, the version of you that is seen by the outside world. And it's also like what you are, your natural abilities are. Alright, let's get a little bit more information. I did want to get a few of these tarot cards real quick. Let's see what information wants to come through. We have the Chariot, going forward with confidence. Okay. We have the Queen of Wands. I am naturally creative. Isn't that beautiful? This is like a really good balance of the feminine and the masculine energies here. Creating is something that is a natural gift for you. It's really easy. You're probably very creative. We have the Emperor. Oh, I love that. And make empowered choices. This is a great balance of the masculine and feminine. And this is like your center, what feels good for you, you know. And the Chariot also shows that balance of giving and receiving, of light and dark, you know, when to water and when to allow the soil to dry out so it can grow and expand. And then look, we have the Three of Pentacles, more of the Trinity energy. When I show my work, others give support. Yeah. This is whatever the seed is that you're nurturing, that you're growing, this purpose that you have, this creation that you are manifesting, this beautiful seed that you're tending to. It is very supported by Source Creator, by the elements, by the spiritual realm. It's a very beautiful gift, and it's very blessed. It's something that is very, that's going to be for generations, I feel. Make empowered choices. Alright, pile number 3. I feel like you are learning to master the elements, learning to master, you're probably being a master manifester. Because you're mastering this craft, this beautiful thing that you can create, the ability to create. So congratulations. That is what the earth element wants you to know, is that you are on the way to becoming a master manifester, and that this beautiful creation, this thought, this seed that you're trying to manifest is going to be, it is very well supported and very balanced, and, you know, supported by the divine. So congratulations on the ability to manifest this beautiful dream, the solid foundation that is very blessed. It is coming, and it will, if it's not already blooming now, the blooming is fixing to occur, so you will be receiving the fruits of your labor real soon. Congratulations. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you really like this reading and that it resonates for you. If you feel free to comment in the comment section below, I'd love to hear from you all. Until then, I will see you all in future readings. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. Welcome, pile number 2, to your reading. You were drawn to the Dreamtime card with the dodecahedron represented by the element of spirit. So on this Dreamtime card, it says creation. And I feel like with the spirit element that there is something from the ethers that is coming into manifestation. It's something that maybe you have been dreaming about. Something that you've been focusing on, this intention to create, to manifest something. Spirit is working with you to fulfill that dream. So let's see what other information is going to come through from the spirit element with the card of Dreamtime. We have blossoming spirit. That's awesome. So that manifestation is coming to bloom. It's starting to materialize in the physical realm. A lot of shifts and changes. We have full spectrum. Look at this. This is awesome. So you are in an alignment with this manifestation. You are balanced. You are rooted. It is growing. You see this field that's starting to have some flowering. This is that blooming, that blossoming that's taking place. And we have all of the chakras are engaged, they're balanced, they're aligned to this manifestation, to this dream. So you are in an alignment. Messages from the element of spirit, from the ethers. Yeah, we have 26. This is an 8, which represents the balance, the infinity symbol of endings and new beginnings. Ooh, we have Earth. Isn't that awesome? Survival, adaptable, and reliable. So this is a solid foundation. You are growing and anchoring in these strong roots. This manifestation is a very firm foundation for you. And whenever we're manifesting something that's very big, because it is something that it is honored by source, it is something that is very fruitful, it's something that's going to nourish and sustain others. It needs to have this solid foundation. It needs those strong roots so that it can support this big canopy of all these branches to hold the fruit, to hold the manifestation, to hold the, the nourishment that's going to sustain others. It has to have that solid foundation. So you may have had a period where it felt like you were, just working so hard and you haven't seen the fruits of your labor yet, and you've been told to be patient, and sometimes it can be very frustrating because you feel like you've been waiting so long, but you needed these strong roots, as above so below. You need to have that strong anchoring system, that very grounded taproot, in order to sustain this beautiful tall canopy that reaches so high into the cosmos, and it stretches out big, just like your roots have had to anchor in really deep and be very strong. And yeah, this is a beautiful message for you, pound number 2. Let's see what else we have. The air element. Isn't this awesome? I love when we have the other elements coming through to connect to the original element. So with the air, we have philosophy, discrimination, and empathy. And what I feel like is, you've had to be very discerning of when something isn't serving, pulling out roots that need to be trimmed. Maybe they were rooted in fear, or seeds that were planted a long time ago in the past, that maybe were based on worry and doubt, and maybe not feeling that you are worthy in some way, and you've had to pull those roots out and apply, in order to grow and sustain this beautiful root system here. There's had to be, you've had to go within and do a lot of, weed pulling, I feel, in order to tend to the soil, to make sure that the soil was ripe for this blossoming to occur. And it does take a lot of patience. It takes a lot of, focus and determination to go within and discern, what is a weed versus what is something that will sustain this beautiful manifestation here. We have Thinker, 44. Yeah, this is this contemplation. You've had to go within. You've had to, unroot some things and weed some things out of your subconscious here, so that you could be fully anchored in this truth, in this alignment to this beautiful manifestation that you've been dreaming about, that you've been nurturing, that you've been tending to. Regeneration, exactly. You have, see how this tree appears to have been, burnt and purified. In the certain trees in the forest and everything, they need to have a burning. So, and the burning, it kills all the overgrowth, all the unnecessary, bushes that are in the way, that are just taking from the nutrients of the tree. They will burn the fields so that the soil, then the ashes from this overgrowth can then return to the soil, and it becomes that nurturing minerals and elements, that help sustain the growth of the trees that are around. It becomes food and fuel for the trees, and there's this beautiful new life and new growth appearing on this tree here. So there has been some burning off of the old energies and the past, and letting things go and healing, and there's this new growth that's coming in for you. It's like rising from the ashes, the phoenix energy here. We have Treasure Island. Treasure Island. I'm going to look this one up because I've seen this one before. And I know we have this connection to the water element. And which one is this? Give me just a minute to find the book here. Going with the flow. Alright, Treasure Island. Let's see. You've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure, and you tapped the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of the golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase, where all the long hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally. In all aspects of your life at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. Isn't that beautiful? I'm so glad I was guided to read that for you all. So yeah, all the hard work that you've done is leading you to this beautiful buried treasure, to all this prosperity and this manifestation, this growth, this abundance. We have knowledge. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. I love that with this tree symbolism here, because you have these two trees, and we have the knowledge of above and below and our ancestors, right? So we bury our dead, we bury them in the earth, and when we connect to them, it is something that we have ancestors that are in the stars, and we have ancestors that are buried here in the earth below us. So there is this connection to above and below, your star guides and the ancestors that have come before you here on the earth plane. So you have this beautiful connection, and they have been guiding you as well. And I feel like there's this healing that has been brought to the ancestors of the past, those who've tread the path before you. And there's healing that you've brought to your lineage, and then you have also paved the way for the ancestors coming behind you to the lineage that you will be leaving behind. This beautiful blessing. We have organization, purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me easily. Yeah, I feel like there's been this weaving, this creation, this purpose that you have. And that is part of the purpose of why you manifested here, was to bring this healing, to bring this wisdom and this knowledge into your bloodline. We have Pluto rebirth. Woohoo! That is amazing. Yeah, you have done the work. You've brought this healing energy in. You brought this transformation. Pluto is about big transformations, old, long cycles, and this is the rebirth that's coming in. You have done the healing work, and you have created this beautiful new tree of life that is very foundational and very supportive, loving and caring and prosperous and abundant. Let's see. We have think. Yeah. I feel like you've done the work. You've been through the battle. You've brought in this healing energy in. You've transformed these patterns. We have Capricorn achieve. Exactly. You have achieved this goal. You've achieved a lot of wisdom and knowledge. You're very adaptable, very ambitious, very goal-oriented. You have very organized. When you set out to do something, you put your whole heart into it. You're a very determined hard worker. We have each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. And what I love here is there's this ascending spiral here, right? And I feel this connection that you have achieved mastery over a certain aspect of being. You have mastered an aspect of your mind, of creation, of manifesting abilities, because we have this 11 here. And we also have a 28 for 10, and we have a 10. So there's 10, 10, and 11. So 4 ones here. 1, 1, 11, 11. This manifestation, this ability, this creation that you've done. You have done so much work, and that's what the spirit element wants you to know, is that you have achieved this beautiful blooming and blossoming of abundance and prosperity, and gained a lot of wisdom from doing this work, from going and healing and trimming, you know, the garden and weeding the garden and pulling out all of those roots and those patterns that do not serve in any kind of way. They only serve to cause, you know, harm or disillusion to the truth. And you brought this healing transformation in. Okay, I'm going to get you just a few tarot just to confirm the messages from the spirit element, and see if there's any more further guidance for you along the path to this beautiful creation. We have the star. Oh, I love that. I'm inspired and positive about the future. For me, this is like a wish come true. You know, you're being granted this ability to create and to achieve this goal, this beautiful manifestation. And we have the 7 of Wands. I actively hold true to my values. Yeah, don't let anyone deter you from achieving this goal. Next we have the 7 of Swords. I take great care of what I value. And I feel like this is like knowing your truth, you know, because we have 7, 7 here. And that is such a spiritual number. But I feel like you're letting go of these old beliefs and the old ways of believing and seeing things. And it's something that has been, you know, stories of the past, the old ways of doing things. Being able to see things from a different perspective here. Yeah, and you're very empathetic. Ooh, almost made a mess. Let me get you one more card. Okay, they just flew off the table. Give me just a second. Okay, so 3 more cards wanted to come out. Let's pull from the bottom. We have Knight of Cups. I know the right person waits until I am ready. This is you honoring your emotions, you standing firm in your beliefs and how you feel. Yeah, I feel like, you know, don't let anybody pressure you, knowing your worth, knowing your value. Yeah, don't let anybody deter you from this path, right? Because this is like, you know, your heart's desire. You've come a long way. You're tired of, you know, the battle of having to fight, you know what I mean, and always work so hard. And I feel like this is, you know, the wisdom that you have gained from everything that you've experienced. You have achieved so much knowledge and wisdom. We have the devil. I am free of whatever's holding me back. Yeah, you have freed yourself from so much illusion and healed so much of the shadow, and you have released yourself from any of those false narratives, those patterns of belief, the ways that we see and perceive things. You have, you know, freed yourself from that. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. I am supported and never alone. This card represents, you know, feeling, you know, a little isolated or abandoned in some way, and feeling like you've had to do it alone, and that it's been a very hard journey. But I feel like you've healed that perception of abandonment, or, you know, feeling like you made bad choices, or that you deserve something, that you're not good enough in some kind of way. I feel like you have healed yourself from the things that we perceive hold us back. You are now, let me get another card to finish this off, because I don't want this to be the end of the reading, because I feel like, you know, you've had to overcome feeling alone or abandoned or unworthy in some kind of way. And now you have mastered that. You know your worth, you know your value. And we have the Hanged Man. I can see the situation another way. Yeah, you understand where that comes from. You know, you understand how our beliefs create, and we believe what we tell ourselves, you know. And I feel like you've done the healing work. You've healed the false perceptions and the illusions that you've had about these situations. Any more messages? We have the Queen of Wands. I am naturally creative. Yeah, and we have the 8 here. This is really who you are right now. You have stepped into your mastery of having that ability to create and be strong, and you're knowing that you deserve, you know, you deserve better. You're worthy of. This is feeling confident in yourself and your abilities, in your choices, listening to your emotions and tapping into how you feel, honoring how you feel. You inspire and support other people. You don't mind doing the hard work. You know, you're that type of leader that everybody would want to follow, you know. Yeah, I feel like you don't hold grudges. You easily let go, and you understand, you know, you're very empathic. So I think you're very old soul, pile number 3. And the work that you have done is going to bless future generations, because you've done the work, you know, you've done the healing. You've created this beautiful new abundant tree of life, you know, this legacy that you're going to be leaving behind. Congratulations, and thank you so much for all that you've done to help heal this lineage and to create this beautiful, loving, nurturing, tender, you know, blossoming, blooming, fruitful tree of life that's going to be something that future generations, you know, you'll be the ancestor that they all look up to and call on when they want guidance and support. All right, pile number 2, that is your message from the element of spirits. If this reading resonates with you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments, and I'd love to have you back for future readings. Please like and subscribe. We finally have the bell on the channel so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. Till then, I will see you all at future readings. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. Pile number 3, this is your reading. You chose the Stone People with the Rose Quartz Pyramid and the Element of Fire. So fire with the Stone People, I feel like there's, fire connects to our passion and our ability to create, and the fire, that the passion that we apply to our manifestations. And I feel like with the Stone People, there is this grounding energy, this grounding of the fire. We have this vigilance. So yeah, it's standing strong in our passions and our ability to manifest our passions. To create our passions. Let's see what else we can get from the fire. We have Sanctuary. This is more of the earth element coming through with our fire. So there's this grounding of passion, nurturing this passion, connecting within to our passions and tapping into our passion. We have the air element, paradigm shift. Okay, so this relates to a vision that you have, a dream that you have, a thought, a perspective. This vision, the way that you see things, or this creation that you have. Our air relates to like the seed, the potential of a manifestation, the potential timeline, a potential idea, a potential way of living. It's the seed that holds the pattern. And this is where we get that seed and we want to plant it, right? And we want to earth it. We want to manifest it. So we want to work with these elements in this way so that we can bring forth this manifestation, and it's something that we're very passionate about. It comes from the heart with the rose quartz here. It's something, this beautiful thought that you have, this passion that you have that you want to manifest. We have Ouroboros, infinity, eternal, and past life. The Ouroboros relates to, it's the snake that sheds its skin to evolve, to grow, to expand, to ascend. But it is also can be representative of a pattern, of a repeating pattern, but also the potential to evolve and to expand and grow. Let's see what else we have. We have pentagram. So this is all of the elements. We have earth, air, fire, water. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I did that right. And then this is spirit. And we have harmony, protection, and idealism. Yeah, so you're being told to protect and nurture this beautiful passion, this creativity, this idea that you want to manifest, and not to get caught in any kind of sticky web, because I see the spider web here, and the spider web can represent the past and things that we can get stuck in, old patterns of seeing and believing, and just old standards of living, things like this, ways of seeing and perceiving things. Let's see. We have Yang. Well, this is the masculine energy. This is the fire. This is also air at the same time. Those are the masculine energies in the elements anyway. So, and earth and water are feminine energies. They represent the yin energy, because there's always a balance. And we have this passion, this beautiful creative idea. The spark that you have within you is something that needs to be nurtured and tended to. You know, you want to fuel the fire with your love, this beautiful dream, this idea that you have. So when that's under the paradigm shift, you know, this is the intention to create, to shift an idea, to evolve out of an old pattern, out of an old cycle that makes you feel like you're trapped in some way, where you don't feel safe. And that is when we tune into the physical, we go into that earth element and we tend to our physical needs. We nurture ourselves. We pour water on ourselves to heal ourselves, rejuvenate ourselves. We put our care and love into this manifestation, into that seed. We heal, you know, we nurture our inner child here. We have new life. Yeah, there's this new beginning for you. When we evolve and we heal an old cycle, out of an old cycle, there's this transformation that takes place. Like the version of you that once was no longer is. Like you transform, you become somebody new. You've gone through the alchemical fires, you know. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes so that you can be reborn. Because there's this new way of perceiving life, you know. There's this new version of yourself who has gone through and experienced some things, and it has taught you a lot about who you are and about life and about, you know, cycles and energy and people. You know, these things change us, but sometimes it can change us for the worse and sometimes it can change us to the better. It's all in our perspective and how we apply our energy and our healing and how vigilant we are in, you know, achieving certain goals, and whether we allow something to, you know, take the life from us and steal our light and bring us down, and we get stuck in that cycle for too long, you know, and eventually we get stagnant and our body gets sick, and we start to crave new experiences. We want a new life. We want something new to happen. And in order for that to occur, we must go within and do some healing. And we got to shed some layers. We got to let go of some things that we're holding on to. We got to shift the way that we see things. We got to learn to evolve and grow from, you know, the mud, so to say. You know, a lotus flower can be so beautiful, but it has to, you know, it grows from the mud, from the sticky, from the dense, from the heavy, from, you know, this really dark space. It grows and it reaches that, you know, it climbs to the surface of the water in order for it to bloom. And that is what we all have to go through. We have to go through these hardships. We have to go through the struggles and the traumas and the challenges in order to evolve and to grow and to gain more wisdom, more insight, more awareness and consciousness from going through these experiences. And as we do so, and we learn to shift the way that we see things and we heal, we become a new version of ourselves that is more wiser, filled with more passion, more love, you know, and we tap into that divine spark that's within us, and we don't allow, you know, anything or anyone to deter us from achieving, you know, our goals. That is where success is found. We have no place like home. Yeah, this is definitely healing, a healing journey that you need to go on. You need to go within and to reclaim this ability to heal yourself and rejuvenate yourself and return to this place of peace in your heart, of coming home to who you really are, the truth of you, who's gone through this mission, gone through these, sticky times, this, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, like you can't move, that you're trapped in a repetitive pattern and everything. It is going within and finding the answer to the quiz, so to say. It's like, you're in class and here's the challenge and you have to figure out the answer, answer this lesson. What am I trying to learn through this experience? What was I hoping to gain from having gone through this? Where can I apply my love? Where do I need to apply my forgiveness? Where do I need to, love myself more? Tap into that heart space while you're going on this healing journey. We have safe travel. Keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. Exactly. Stay in your center as you go on this healing journey, because you're going to find your truth. Take your light, take your heart into those spaces with you, because your heart is going to bring you back to your center, to your truth. We have 22 here. This is Archangel Raphael. He is an angel of healing. Ask him to help you go on this healing journey, because it is something, it's an old pattern that has been passed down for generations, old cycles, old repeating stories. And you're here to create that shift, to heal from these experiences, to find the truth, the buried treasure. We have invitation, descendant. Yeah, there's this new beginning that's waiting for you. The stone people, this is, your ancestors here are with you and supporting you in this healing, in this evolution, in this growth, in this transformation. Yeah, we have Scorpio. This is the death and rebirth card. It's time to let some things go. It's the ending, but it's also a new beginning. This new life that's waiting for you. We have arrival. Ooh, beautiful. Look at this. This grounding energy here. Who you are, the truth of who you are, and feeling confident and comfortable in your own skin. Loving yourself, nurturing yourself, feeding yourself those loving compliments, I am so strong. I am lovable. I am worthy. I am manifesting my truth. I am healing. I am overcoming. I'm shifting my energies. I'm on my highest timeline. I am successful. I am forgiving. I am forgiven, etc. Ooh, we have sun source here. Yeah, this beautiful light, this new beginning for you, this new arrival is you're very connected to source. And this is also the spirit element coming through for you here, to show you that this beautiful manifestation of this heart, this dream, this grounding connection that you have, and to be grounded into this new version of yourself, to let the old go, to nurture and heal yourself and step into who you really are, to step in your truth. This is like grounding and anchoring in your higher self here. Oops. We have sustainability, 6th house, which is wow, because that's usually where our descendant is, I believe. I know our ascendant is the rising sign, but descendant, I believe, is the opposite of that. So I want to say it's a cross, but I'm not sure. I'm not an astrologer, so y'all correct me in the comments below if any of y'all know any more of that information. Please share with us. But we have this sustainability here. And so you're being asked to stay rooted in your heart and in this new version of yourself, this coming home energy of feeling safe in your own skin, in your environment, in your own sacred space, your inner temple, and staying in alignment with that truth and evolving out of these old cycles and these old patterns. You have this new life that's waiting for you, this passion, this thing that you want to create and manifest. Stay rooted, stay connected to Mother Earth, into the present moment, making sure you're taking time out to nurture yourself, to tend to the soil, to tend to the earth element, making sure that you're watering it, nurturing it, allowing yourself to tap into that feminine energy of being, open and receptive to the healing energies, but also working with the fire element to bring about the manifestation, to act on the opportunities. When you have energy to apply, use your creativity. When your body is tired, when you need to rest, nurture the soil. That's applying that, taking time out for yourself, regenerating your body, taking hot baths, meditating, spending time out in nature, doing things that feed and nurture the soul, okay? Last card we have Memento Mori. There might not be a someday. So yeah, that's acting on this fire energy. Don't waste any time. Use the energy that is available and act on all opportunities that come to you. And this is 19, which is a 1. Well, yes, it's a 1 essentially. But it's also a 10. So it's the ending and a new beginning, and it's time for you to act, to follow those passions, to ground that idea, that creative energy, to apply that energy. All right, I'm going to get you a few, not that many, a few tarot cards just to confirm this message from fire, from the fire element. Any further messages from the element of fire, just to confirm this message for them. Messages for pile number 3 from the fire element. Can we get a few cards, please? Definitely have this one, and those. And the one on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So we have King of Wands. I make decisions without pressure. There we go. That's working with that fire element. Don't be hasty. Don't rush out and end up causing burnout, because that's what can happen when we act on our fire too much. We create an imbalance in our energy field, and we can experience that burnout. And we need to tap into that water element of nurturing, self-care, taking time out to receive, and be receptive and listen to any guidance, to be open to these opportunities when they present themselves, so we know when to act and when it's time to rest. We have Hermit. I follow my own path. Yeah, that is this going within energy of nurturing yourself, taking time out to heal, to understand the patterns and where they come from so that you can dissolve them. We have King of Swords. I trust my ability to make a strategic action. There we go. This is you being in control of your thoughts, right? And learning to trust yourself, trust your heart, lean into your heart more and not be so logical about, because sometimes our mind wants to, see things from a logical perspective, whereas our heart wants to trust and have faith. And sometimes we don't know how to trust and just have faith. We need to know, and so just allow yourself to tune into your heart and come from that place of being guided and trusting, to know that you'll be guided when to act and when to rest, by listening to the body, listening and understanding your feelings and your emotions. All right, next we have the Lover's card, which is I trust my knowing and make a commitment. And for me, this is the balance that we were talking about, is knowing when to, act, which is our masculine energy, and when to receive, which is our feminine energy, and coming to that place of harmony and balance within, and understanding our energy levels, and finding that harmony and union within our own being. This is how to truly love yourself, is like the best gift you can give to the collective, because the more that you tap into your own energies, the more nurturing you are to yourself, the more you pour into your own cup, the more you have to offer others. And you're not coming from a place of burnout and feeling empty and I don't have much to share. You filled your own cup, you love yourself, you pour into yourself, and so you have so much wisdom to offer the others. Because you're so balanced within, and you end up attracting more people like you, and more people want to be around you because you have this beautiful guiding light that people are just drawn to. I remember and treasure past happiness. 6 of Cups. Okay. 6 of Cups. I remember and treasure. So yeah, there might be, some longing of the past, something that you miss. Maybe there was an old relationship or something that you might feel like, you're optimistic about the future. Maybe there is somebody coming into your life that you're being told to be optimistic about, see things from an optimistic perspective, be a little more optimistic. There's these new possibilities that are coming in for you. So just be open to the new that's coming into your life right now. We have the 4 of Wands. Universe brings all I need to feel blissful, beautiful confirmation. So yeah, you're going to be given some kind of blessing that wants to come in for you. This new beginning here, this new arrival of not only yourself, but some happiness, some good energy, some good vibes. We have Queen of Pentacles. I have everything I need to prosper. That's what I'm talking about. You will be provided for, and this new path, this new version of yourself is very blessed. The universe is bringing you this manifestation. The more that you nurture yourself and nurture this creative energy, you're going to have everything that you need moving forward, that you're going to be provided for, and tap into this energy, this frequency of being, this connection to source, to the fire element. Woo! This creative energy that you have. Use this tool, pile number 3. Work with the fire element, work with the earth, clear out these old perspectives, these old air, the old seeds, unroot them so that you can generate this beautiful new beginning for yourself. All right, pile number 3, this is your reading. Please take what resonates for you. Comment below if you feel like sharing your story. I'd love to read your comments. Till then, I will see you all in future readings. Y'all take care and have a blessed day.